Kind of a nice song.
My name is Tommy Hartung. I make movies, and I live and work in Ridgewood, Queens. I just moved into a new space this past summer. And I've really just been, sitting in this space and thinking about what kind of space do I want to work in. I was talking to one of my friends, and he called it an arena, the studio as like some kind of arena. And I really like that, is just sort of like this place where I'm just, making a play as I'm making it, and writing it. This is just raw footage, the storm. And then this is just a ball of plastic wrap that maybe around the size of my hand. And this is just the clouds made out of battening, the stuff you stuff pillows with.
Cue the song.
But, a lot of my planning is just sort of like these kind of experiments and like, figuring out what the time and the sort of structure is.
I use the filmmaking process to document this, me acting out these different ideas on objects, or these little setups or maquettes or dioramas.
I would like to be able to tell you of transformation and change, to cut deeply into the structure. But this here now is the testing day. We have to touch.
I sort of latch on to some kind of external theme, and then I just sort of use that as a structure conceptually, and then whatever kind of set or theater that I create in my studio is like the sort of physical space for that idea. When we see something, move, we want to think of it as maybe something that's alive, but in my movies, it's typically not the case. I'm more interested in like some kind of dead cinema. A lot of animation is describing some kind of real or lifelike situation. I'm sort of interested more in my characters or any human-esque subject in the movie. I'm more interested in them being not believable. And what kind of illusion can you create out of that?
A lot of the times I just sort of like to move, just to touch it all over, just to figure out how I want it to move.
But I generally like keeping the objects open for a lot of different kinds of interpretations. And I'm just sort of interested in like how little do we need in a moving image to tell a story.
Okay, so Karo, Ronnie's face, take one, right? That's how you guys do it? Got the Karo. I don't really know how much is left. Yeah, there's a little bit left. Just a little bit. I don't want to mess his paint job up on there too much.